to police, a woman called 911 saying she shot and killed a woman she found in her house.
Thursday night, Tanya Hoskins wanted to make sure that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not forgotten and that her full story was shared.
She was our angel, our flower, murdered unnecessarily, lured to a home, and brutally beaten and murdered.
According to CMPD, Stephanie Alexander returned home to her house on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte early Tuesday morning and found Crosby inside before shooting and killing her. Crosby's mother says that Tyra was invited into that home by Alexander's husband and that her daughter did not know he was married or that he and his wife owned that home.
She was invited there. She did not just pop up there. She was not an intruder. She was invited there.
She also says that Crosby called her in her final hour and left a voicemail in which you can hear Alexander beating her before shooting her. According to Hoskins, it was a prolonged beating, and she's hopeful that this new evidence will elevate the charges against Alexander.
Because right now she's charged with the lowest form of murder. I want it up to first-degree murder.
Alexander was charged with voluntary manslaughter and booked into the Mecklenburg County Jail on Tuesday. Hours later, she was out on bond.
She murdered my daughter at 5 a.m. and she was out at 8 p.m. So that means that human life means nothing anymore.
For now, Hoskins says she'll wait for CMPD to investigate, but she won't let anyone forget.
I don't want the investigators to go away. I won't stop until there's another charge.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, take y'all with another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope you all had a very great weekend also. My day is going absolutely marvelous. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story coming out of North Carolina by way of Charlotte. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of North Carolina. Everybody in the great city of Charlotte. Now, before I dig deep into this video, I want to thank my channel members and also my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, this story right here shows you and illustrates to you why I tell you all what you must align yourself with the right people in life. Because guess what? If you don't align yourself with the right people in life, things like this will happen. Now, what allegedly took place just last Tuesday morning, yes, just last week, we had a married man, yes, who was married and whom also shared a home with his wife. Now, you would think that a man would have better sense to do this at his home, but evidently this guy did not. Now, they did not release the guy's name, but they released the wife's name. The wife go by the name of Stephanie Alexander. Now, Stephanie was said to have come home around 5:20, 5:30 last Tuesday morning, and that's when she found the side chick inside the home. And the story goes that Stephanie had killed this young lady, 25-year-old Tyra Crosby. Now, the story gets even more crazier because you have the mom on TV basically acting like the daughter is all innocent. Now, look here. My condolences goes out to you all, number one, the family and the friends of Tyra Crosby. But at the same time, you have to understand that this woman couldn't have been lured over there because guess what? If the woman was lured over there, who in the hell lured her over there? I mean, nobody could have done it but the husband. Exactly. So the wife did not lure her over there because if she was already over there, that means the husband called over there. So why is it the mom calling out the husband? Now, the story goes, once Stephanie Alexander called Tyra Crosby in the home with her husband, it was said that she had beat this woman. Now, that's what the mom said right there. The mom of Tyra Crosby have said that she had got a phone call from Tyra, and the phone call was like roughly 8 minutes long, and she could hear Stephanie Alexander slowly torturing, beating her daughter, and then ultimately shot and killed her. So if your daughter was able to call you, why did she not call 911, or why did she not tell you to call 911? Now, the married woman, Stephanie Alexander, was arrested and charged with voluntary manslaughter, but the mom of Tyra Crosby want the charges upgraded to murder. Now, I'm going to ask you all, do you think that this married woman should have her charges upgraded to murder from manslaughter? That's what I want to know right there, because it's very sad what happened to this young lady. But at the same time, they have an old saying, when you play stupid games, you're always going to win stupid prize. And let me all ask you this first before I dig deeper into this story. If you was to come home, and this to the men and women out there that are married, if you was to come home from work or wherever you have been, and you catch a man or a woman in the home with your wife or husband, what would you do? That's what I want to know right there. Now, look here. I'm not telling nobody to kill anybody. You get what I'm saying? I just want to know, how would you react? Because you just never know what you may do in the heat of the moment. But I understand the mom pain, but at the same time, guess what, though? You cannot make these type of mistakes. Now, the mom made a statement saying that her daughter did not know that this man was married. But at the same time, let me ask you all, men and women, especially women. I mean, when you go to a home, you can tell if a woman stayed there because of what? Because the home's going to have a woman's touch to it. It also means that it's going to have feminine qualities to it. So let me ask you this. How many times have you all went to a man apartment and a female apartment, or a man home or a woman home, and you notice that those homes are different? True enough, you can tell when a woman stays somewhere, because guess what? Women leave their marks. You know what I'm saying? It's called nest building. That's what you all do. So for the mom to sit up here and say that her daughter did not know that this man was married, I find that very hard to believe. So I'm going to ask you all once again, do you believe Tyra Crosby, may she rest in peace, do you believe that she knew that this man was married? Now, look here, we're not making no justification or trying to say that the right was right for what she done. But at the same time, do you really believe that this young lady, may God rest her soul, do you really think that she didn't know that this man was married, or do you think that she knew he was married? That's what I want to know right there. Anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, wife kills husband side chick in Northwest Charlotte. Sad situation. Anyway, a woman was found shot to death at a home early Tuesday morning in Northwest Charlotte. CMPD says Stephanie Alexander called 911 to report she had just arrived home and shot a woman who was inside her house. A sad situation right there. Now imagine you, if you're just getting off work or if you're just coming home. But my thing is this right here. How could the husband be so careless, number one, to cheat on his wife? And then at the same time, did you not know that your wife was coming home around this time? Or did your wife just pop back up at home? Or did your wife really have some kind of like clue or a feeling or intuition? Because women have a strong intuition. Did your wife really think that something was going on and just happened to pop up? Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. She had an intuition that something was going on, because it wouldn't make no sense for you to have a woman at your home when you know what time your spouse will get off and come home. Let's just be for real. It's just like you all. Some of you all know your wife's schedule, your husband's schedule, like the back of your hand. So if you know your husband or wife getting off at 3 o'clock, guess what? You know they're going to be home by 3:30. Why would you have somebody else over there? So that's why I said, did the wife just pop up or just surprise him or whatever? Or maybe she had an intuition telling her that, look, something is going on, because we can feel it sometimes. Anyway, let's continue. Police say that woman, 25-year-old Tyra Crosby, was pronounced dead inside the home. Alexander was still on the scene when police arrived. They arrested her for voluntary manslaughter. Alexander posted a $250,000 bond about 6 hours later. And that's what the mom was very mad about, saying she killed my daughter at 5 o'clock and she was out of jail by 6 o'clock. But guess what, though? Just like anybody else, if they give them a bond, they got the money, they have a right to get out. But you can't sit up here and make it seem like that your daughter was just totally in the wrong. Now, look here. We're not making no excuse for nobody being murdered, first of all. But at the same time, you act like your daughter was at a friend's home and somebody just walked in there and just gunned them down. She was inside this woman's home. Let's just get that straight, first of all. It's not like Stephanie Alexander went to a bar and seen her husband with your daughter and beat your daughter and then killed her. No. Your daughter was inside this married woman home 5-something in the morning. We already know if you inside somebody home at 5-something in the morning, you're not there making pancakes. You're there slapping cakes. Let's just be for real. Anyway, that made somebody mad, so let's continue. Now, the mom, Tanya Hoskins, said her daughter was lured to the home where she was killed. So if she was lured to the home, put it right there so you all can see at the bottom. Now, if she was lured to the home, who lured her to the home? Guess who? The husband. So why are you not calling out the husband? Why are you just calling out the wife when it was the wife who just came home, whether she was just getting off work or just surprised up at her home? It don't matter. Because guess what? You don't need no damn permission to come back to your own damn home. So let's just get that straight. So for the mom to say, Tanya Hoskins that is, to say that her daughter was lured to the home, who else could have lured her if this really happened but the damn husband? And why he's not being called out? And also, it's amazing that it wasn't 2 murders. It's amazing Miss Stephanie Alexander didn't bust a cap in his ass. Anyway, let's finish up before I get in trouble. Now, this is the mom talking right here. She says she was invited to that home. I know my daughter wouldn't have went there knowing it was a married couple or that it was a wife's home. But how you not know it's a woman's home when you walk inside of a woman's home? Let me ask you all this like I asked you all early in the video. Have you ever went to somebody's home and they had a woman staying there and you couldn't tell it was a woman staying there if that was her home? Now, if you were a guest at somebody's home, you'd be a damn guest. But if it's your home, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fix it up just like it's yours, just like my home, just like all these paintings and stuff on the wall. It's for a damn reason. But at the same time, you can tell if a man or a woman stay there. Let's just be for real. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the mom goes on further to say she was lured there by the man that was old enough to be her father, says Hawkins. And that's a damn shame. So let's ask this serious question right here. Why was your daughter messing with a man old enough to be her damn daddy? That's what I want to know right there. So it seems like, we're not really calling this out the right way. It seemed like really that The same amount of anger that you have towards Stephanie Alexander, even though I know you're mad at her for killing your child, and I couldn't understand what it is to lose a child because I don't have a child. But at the same time, how we just bypass what the husband done and just get mad at the wife? Because like I asked you all, what if that was you coming inside your home, whether you just got off work or just leaving a friend's home or checking on a sick relative or loved one? What if that was you coming to your home and you see your spouse in there, most likely naked, 5-something in the damn morning? It wouldn't matter if it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. How would you feel? Anyway, let's close up. Now, the story goes on further to say Hoskins believed her daughter met the man at a club. She says Tyra called her as she was being attacked at the home. And like I told you on the beginning of the video, if your daughter called you while she was being attacked, why didn't she call 911? Let's continue. The mom says a voicemail message captured her daughter's final moments. So, evidently, you didn't talk to your daughter because the way you was talking to the news, it made it seem like you was actually talking to your daughter. So your daughter left a message on the voicemail. My thing is right here, if somebody attacked me and I'm in fear of my life, and there's a possibility that I can save my life, guess what the first thing I'm going to do? I'm not going to call mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. No, I'm calling the damn cops. And y'all can say, well, cops might come up and kill you too. Who cares? I'd rather take a chance calling the cops than some damn body in my damn family, because at least if it all go left, guess what? The cops may have my back. Anyway, now the mom goes on further to say it's about an 8-minute long message of her being beaten, tortured. And you can also hear them telling her they were going to kill her, says Hoskins. So if you can hear them means what? Dems mean more than one. Dem mean two. So if it was them, that means it was a husband and wife. So why isn't the husband being charged? And also, is the police privy to this information if this is really true? Because if that's the case, guess what? The husband should be charged also, just like the wife was charged. Anyway, now this is where it really gets suspect and crazy, because if you're really telling the truth, I'm talking about the mom, if you're really telling the truth that you have this audio recording of your daughter being beaten, why the news says this right here? Hoskins would not allow us to hear the recording, but says she sent it to investigators. Hoskins wants Alexander to be charged with murder. Now I'm going to ask you all this like I asked you all in the beginning of the video. Do you feel this woman, Stephanie Alexander, the wife that is, and soon to be ex-wife, I know I would, do you feel she should be charged with murder instead of voluntary manslaughter? And once again, folks, what would you do if you came home from work or wherever you've been and you come inside your home, no matter if it's 12 o'clock at night or 5 in the morning? But since this occurred around 5 in the morning, let's just use that for an example. What would you do if you came home and seen your spouse butt-booted naked with somebody else? How would you feel and how would you react? Please let me know that. And once again, I am sorry that the young lady lost her life, but guess what? They have an old saying, like they always say, when you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. And that's why you should leave OPP alone. Leave other people's property alone. And you might say, well, Trey, I ain't nobody property. That's not the point. Leave married folks alone. Leave people who got somebody alone. And find somebody else. It's way too many people out here to be losing your life over somebody who don't give a damn about you. But if it's true what the mom is saying about she heard her daughter being beaten on the phone, and also both of them were telling her, like she stated, they was going to kill her, why isn't the husband being charged also if this is true? Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.